Hey, YouTube. Please forgive me. I'm over here eating dinner. We're actually finishing it up. But yesterday, I was on Facebook and speaking on a YouTube video that I was watching over a story I heard about but didn't know all the information to. And this story happened some years ago. And I know who Lil Snoop is. I've heard his music before, but just didn't know the full story. But after watching the YouTube video, which pretty much was breaking down everything that so-called happened relating to his murder at the young age of 18, uh, watching the video kind of made me a little upset by hearing this mixed up stories, and I decided to take the time to give y'all, my subscribers, and anyone who watches the video some information about who he is. Before I screen share anything, y'all can read the description box, but I do not own any copyrights to any music you may hear, any audio, any videos used, and any articles read during this live stream. Everything is used just to give y'all information so I don't mess up when it gets to me taking the time to give y'all my opinion on everything and why I just don't agree with certain stuff when it comes to the stories that I guess relate to what happened to this young man at the age of 18. So first things first, I would like to go to Wikipedia, give y'all a little rundown on his life. So as you can see, his name is Adarian Lakeith Ross. He was born June 13, 1995 in Jonesboro, Louisiana. He died June 20th, 2013 at age 18, which was about 7 to 8 days after his birthday in Winfield, Louisiana. His cause of death was gunshot wounds. He was a rapper and songwriter. Agent was DJ Smalls. His genres was hip hop and trap. Instrument was vocals. His years active was 2012, 2013. His label was Dream Chasers Records, which is Meek Mill's label. He actually was Meek Mill's prodigy. That's just a run. In the top, it was pretty much a rundown, but I'll read it again. Darian Ross, June 13th, 1995, June 20th, 2013. Known professionally as Lil Snupe, was an American rapper from Jonesboro, Louisiana, signed to Meek Mill's record label, Dream Chasers Records. His death at a young age was honored by several hip hop musicians and made him the subject of numerous musical tributes and documentaries. Once again, it says Darian Ross was born June 13th, 1995, in Jonesboro, Louisiana. He was raised in Jonesboro primarily by his mother, Denisha Chester. His father, Charlie Brown, was incarcerated for most of his life, and at the time of his death, his father was released. According to testimony by a family friend, Lil Snoop's mother had him when she was approximately 14 or 15 years old. According to accounts by Lil Snoop's mother, Denisha Ross, or I guess Denisha Chester, the rapper struggled in school and was expelled 3 times. In 2012, Lil Snoop released his debut mixtape, 16 and Running. The mixtape, according to Lil Snoop, he signed to Meek Mill's record label, Dream Chasers Records, after sending out a demo to the rapper during his tour stop in the Grambling University. At the Grambling University in Louisiana. Meek Mill describes coming back from the airport and being approached by Lil Snoop during the interview with Complex Magazine. We were on our way back to the airport. A little kid knocked on the window and gave us a demo. We listened to it, we liked it, and he popped up in Philly one day and was hanging with us. In March 2013, he released his single "Nobody Does It Better," a collaboration with his mentor, American rapper Meek Mill. In April 2013, he released his mixtape RNIC with appearances from Meek Mill, DJ Khaled, Twin U, Jay Knox, Trey the Truth, Tay, Currency, and Big Papa. In December 2014, the single "Meant to Be" featuring Boosie Badass was posthumously released, which meant, I guess, after his death. Um, in January 2015, a posthumous album, RNIC2 Jonesboro, a sequel to his April 2013 mixtape, was scheduled for release in February of that year. In March 2016, Lil Snoop team posthumously released his single "Comeback Freestyle" alongside an accompanying music video. In December 2016, a 12-track album titled 16 and Running resurrected with appearances from rappers C-Nell, Moneybags, Jamori, and Raycall was posthumously released by his family. In June 20th, 2013, at around 4 a.m. At the Maplewood Apartments in Winfield, Louisiana, Lil Snoop was shot and killed. Wynn Parish coroner investigators pronounced him dead on arrival after paramedics failed to revive him. According to reports, he suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the torso area. According to a statement released by Louisiana's Winfield Police, State Police, officers responded to calls of a shooting at the Maplewood Apartments at 1901 South Jones Street at approximately 4:07 a.m. The Associated Press reported that an argument broke out during a video game and culminated in the shooting death of Lil Snoop. On June 26, 2013, 36-year-old Tony Holden, the alleged killer of Lil Snoop, turned himself into authorities. He was booked into the Winfield City Jail on charges of first-degree murder, armed robbery, and illegal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. On July 3rd, 2013, 21-year-old Edric O. Stewart was booked on charges of manslaughter in connection to Lil Snoop's murder. And Edric was supposed to be Lil Snoop's friend. During the November 2022 interview with the Boss Talk 101 podcast, Lil Snupe's mother revealed that the shooting allegedly occurred after a gambling argument involving the video game NBA 2K. On June 21st, 2013, upon learning the news of Lil Snoop's death, Meek Mill posted a series of tweets on his Twitter account expressing his sadness. Later that month, Meek Mill revealed that Rick Ross wanted Lil Snoop on the MMG um, compilation album Self Made Volume 3 and shared text messages in which he inquired the rapper about a feature. He ended up being included on the album on the track Lil Snoop Intro during an interview with XXL magazine. Excuse me, with XXL on June 20, 2013. Rapper Turk spoke about Lil Snoop's death, expressing his sadness and revealing that he was friends with the late rapper and that they were about to release a project together. Lil Snoop's funeral was held on June 29, 2013 at the Jonesboro High School in Jonesboro, Louisiana. According to the HuffPost, hundreds of people were reportedly in attendance. In July 2017, Meek Mill released the music video to his track We Ball featuring Young Thug as a tribute to Lil Snoop. The video features a segment of Lil Snoop freestyle rapping and imagery surrounding the themes of funerals and cemeteries. In April 2021, Lil Snoop's father, Charlie Brown, recently released from prison, documented his first visit to his son's grave and mentioned being disappointed that his son did not have a monument dedicated to him or a headstone, blaming rappers Meek Mill and Jay-Z for his condition. In October 2021, Meek Mill released the song Angels, Rest in Peace, Lil Snoop, as a tribute to the late rapper. In January 2019, rapper Agent Dow named Lil Snoop as one of her lyrical influences for an interview for hip hop magazine XXL. In July 2020, rapper Glitchman named Lil Snoop as one of his influences. In September 2021, a documentary titled The Dream Chaser, which featured the life and career of Lil Snoop, was screened at DocuFest 2021 in Dallas, Texas. In March 2022, during an interview with Hip Hop Magazine, all hip hop rapper NLE Chopper named Lil Snoop when asked about his favorite rappers. Lil Snoop's only studio album was RNIC2 Jonesboro in 2019. His mixtapes was 16 and Running, the mixtape in 2012, RNIC in 2013, and RNIC Revisited in 2014. This is just a bunch of articles. Lil Snoop mama talk about some the rapper went to the funeral with her and lived at her mama's house. Uh, yeah, this is just a bunch of articles. All right, so that's pretty much the life of Lil Snoop. And for those who want to know what he looks like, this is him in this picture right here. So now I am about to go to YouTube and I'm going to play a video and I'm going to give my opinion. And I'm gonna try to pause it and give my opinion because I don't want to get any copyrights. Otherwise, I don't own the copyrights to anything Wikipedia related, YouTube related, or anything related to what I show. Screen sharing wise. So this is several videos on Lil Snoop, and what he looks like. I'm trying to figure out where was the video. Okay, this is what I was watching. Now, sorry, dose of misery. I don't own the copyrights to this video, but I'm going to use this because this is the video I was watching. That pretty much gave somewhat information of the story about what happened to this young man.
Donald Trump is obsessed with
Sorry,
revenge.
because I don't own
I'm
copyrights
focused
to
on the
that
future.
either.
I'm lowering drug prices, getting more people health care, defending our basic rights like the right to choose. We're pushing past Trump's grievances and building a better future.
Check MK is the best real-time monitoring software available
Copyright.
with over 2,000.
Snoop was still on Trooper. And he was Snoop made it, and Snoop made it to the top.
I woke in the morning, man, and my mama had told me my little cousin Snoop had just got shot. I'm like, oh man, maybe he did some pot stuff or something, just took a bullet. But man, when they told me it's like, man, I took a piece of my heart, my soul.
And we sat in the yard for about 30 minutes hugging, looking up in the sky.
Wow.
In the early hours of a seemingly normal Thursday morning in 2013, 18-year-old Darren Ross, better known by his stage name, Lil Snupe, was playing video games at his friend's apartment in Winfield, Louisiana, unaware of the danger he was in. For that same morning, Lil Snupe would be executed in cold blood. The day was Wednesday, June 19th, 2013. And Lil Snupe had spent the afternoon playing video games with two of his friends in the Maplewood Apartments in Winfield, Louisiana. The three had been playing NBA 2K for several hours, and at one point during the night, they decided to start betting on the outcome of their games. What happened next has been the subject of much speculation since the fateful night in 2013, but official police reports state that around 4 a.m., Lil Snupe and 36-year-old Tony Holden, one of Snoop's friends, who was present at the scene, were playing a game with a $100 wager. The game was extremely even until right at the very end, Lil Snupe beat Tony on a buzzer beater. According to several sources familiar with the incident, Edric Stewart, also known as Lil E, escalated the situation and sparked a confrontation between Tony and Snoop, claiming that Lil Snoop had cheated Tony out of $100. Although Tony and Lil E had never met before that night, it was reported that Lil E fueled the argument.
Okay, so I was wrong. So I'm thinking that Edric was the friend, but no, I apologize. It actually was Tony who was the friend. And now I'm saying that Lil E never met Lil Snoop until that night. So he pretty much was. So what they saying is Tony and Lil E. No, Tony and Snoop was friends. They over there playing the game. And it got to the point where Lil Snoop was whooping their ass. So I guess I've been around many people who play video games. They might be smoking, drinking, a whole bunch of friends just sitting around playing video games. And after a while, they battling it out, they arguing, and the arguing become jokes at first, and then it started to get serious. And you always got instigators piping it up. So of course, I'm guessing Edric was the instigator. He was piping up, yeah, like Snoop whooping your ass. What you gonna do about it? He coming in your house? He think he hot, la la la. He beat your ass in this game. You need to do something. Y'all need to bet out over money. So I'm guessing that Lil E was piping Tony up, and he was getting big mad and getting in his feelings, although it was just supposed to be shits, giggles, and jokes. And now it got to the point where it escalated. They start arguing, and Lil Snoop, being the youngster of the house, probably started to realize that it was getting a little too heated. So he trying to calm everything down. But this asshole Lil E, or whatever his name is, was piping it up, instigating over and over and over. And now look what happened. But I'm gonna play the video. Only reason why I paused because, like I said, I don't own copyrights, and y'all already know how YouTube is.
Argument until Tony lost his temper. Allegedly, Tony took out his handgun in a fit of rage and used it to shoot Snoop through the chest twice, ending his life instantly. Immediately after the incident, Lil E and Tony Holden fled the scene. Less than 2 hours later, the news made its way to Snoop's mother, Denisha Chester, who immediately drove over to the scene, arriving at the Maplewood Apartments even before the police did. Once the police arrived, they prevented her from going in and seeing her son and made her stay outside until they had analyzed the scene of the incident. As news of Lil Snoop's passing spread in Lil Snoop's hometown of Jonesboro, Louisiana, the entire community gathered to mourn the passing of such a young and talented artist.
Several people are remembering the young artist as more than just a rapper.
He was just a kid with a dream. He just wanted to get out of here, and that's all, that's all it is to it.
Friends of 18-year-old Adarian Ross say he was a small-town kid with big-time dreams.
Sound familiar? It should. My last...
Less than 2 months before his passing, Snoop had been signed by Dream Chaser Records, a rapidly growing record label run by Robert Rameek Williams, better known by his stage name, Meek Mills. In addition to the dozens of friends and family members who came together to remember Lil Snoop, several big names from the rap industry also reached out to show their support for his mother, who had raised him from the time he was born on account of Snoop's father being in prison for his son's entire life. Throughout the whole process, Snoop's dad, Charlie Brown, was extremely unsupportive. Meek Mill, who had taken Lil Snoop under his wing from the moment he first heard his mixtape, was reportedly the first rapper to contact Denisha and send her condolences. According to Snoop's mother, Lil E, who had been at the scene of the incident earlier, was also present at the funeral. After the tragic incident, Denisha Chester spoke to the police and begged them to ensure justice was made in her son's name. But little did she know that her nightmare had just begun.
The chief of police have looked me in my eyes and told me that he was going to make sure that he crossed all his T's and dotted all of his I's. He told me that every time I spoke with him, and he did neither.
Just 6 days after her son's execution, Tony Holden, the owner of the apartment where Snoop was shot, came forward and allegedly confessed to the homicide. Initially, police charged him with first-degree manslaughter, illegal possession of a firearm, as a convicted felon, and armed robbery. Without revealing too many details, police also detained Lil E and charged him with manslaughter, confirming that he too had been involved in the homicide. However, despite the initial charges, neither of the two suspects ended up being sentenced for the homicide. After a short stay in the county jail, Little E was only charged with illegal use of a weapon and a vicious act, for which he received a $1,000 fine.
He is being charged with is illegal use of a weapon in a violent crime. And if you research that, in the state of Louisiana, that only carries up to 2 years max or a $1,000 fine.
As for Tony Holden, even though he had allegedly confessed to the homicide, he was never charged for it. In the end, Holden was sentenced to 10 years in prison for illegal possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, as well as 20 years on an unrelated illegal substance charge.
And keep in mind, he got sentenced for being a convicted felon with a firearm. They gave him 20 years for a charge, 10 years for the convicted felon with a firearm. He also was charged with the same charge, I believe, as originally. However, they ran it concurrent. He got his time.
After receiving this news, Snoop's mother was devastated and extremely confused. There were only 3 people in the apartment at the time of her son's execution, and yet neither of the suspects had been held legally responsible for the incident. The Winfield chief of police even attempted to write off her son's homicide as a deal gone wrong, alleging that the autopsy report had revealed the presence of illegal substances in his system at the time of his passing.
This wasn't no deal gone bad situation. And I think that's what they tried to paint the narrative, because the police told me, he said, no, the district attorney said, well, you know, your son had marijuana and promethazine in his system. I said, did that kill him? He said, no. I said, well, don't mention that to me.
Anisha was enraged at the police's handling of her son's case and began expressing her frustration on multiple news outlets and social media. One of her main sources of anger was the fact that less than 8 hours after her son had been executed, unidentified suspects broke into the apartment to rob it. This, of course, made it more difficult to use the evidence.
What's your name?
Alex.
Where are you from?
New Jersey.
How long have you known today?
I don't have
4 years.
How much do
had been left behind from the previous night's incident. Around that time, Lil Snupe's mother spoke to Tony Holden in prison, and he told her a very different version of the story. According to him, there was a lot of cash in the apartment on the night of the homicide, and Lil E had been allegedly clutching his gun suspiciously.
So that's one thing I wanted to know. Who the fuck broke into the apartment not too long after the murder happened? And then they saying that Lil Snupe's money, a chain, and something else was taken. But then another thing that I kind of got confused with is there's a video of Meek Mill holding up some chains, talk about recipe Lil Snoop, and saying something. So are those the chains that was stolen? Or are those Lil Snoop chains or and necklaces or whatever the case may be? Or did he get a copy, or what's going on? Because the whole time I'm watching these damn videos, there's a lot of confusing and messy ass shit going on with this whole story of how this young man was killed. And then it's a lot of sneaky shit going on. Now everybody talks some rest in peace, Lil Snoop, and everybody want to be using his pictures all over the place and doing tributes and documentaries and shit like that. But ain't nobody taking the time to bring justice to this young man. And then not just that, all these other rappers getting all these damn spray painted walls and pictures and t-shirts. And another thing that I was questioning is, number one, they said that he didn't get a proper burial. The mom, I guess she just wasn't ready to do all of that when it comes to the burial. And then the father come home from prison. He's cursing out the mom and cursing out Meek Mill and Jay-Z, talking about some damn y'all could have done better for my son. He ain't got no proper burial like the rest of these rappers, and I don't know, like that. It was just crazy. It's a lot of weird ass shit when it comes to this story, and I knew not too much about it. Like I'll just be watching crime videos, and his story popped up, so I decided to watch it. And as I'm watching, I'm like, "What the hell?" It's a lot of sneaky shit going around.
While Tony and Snoop played video games, which made Tony believe that Lil E was planning a robbery. After finishing the game, Tony mentioned that he kicked Lil E out of his apartment, but the situation continued to escalate when Lil E started banging on the door with his gun. As per Tony's account, he opened the door for Lil E, which led to multiple shots being exchanged between the two. Amid the chaos, Lil Snupe tried to run away, but was allegedly intercepted by Edric.
The crazy thing about it is now in the beginning of the video, he said that Tony Holden and Lil Snupe was friends. Edric or Lil E did not know Lil Snupe up until that night. Now he's talking about some Tony felt like that he was being robbed when the only people that was in that house was Tony, Edric, and Snoop. Why would you invite people into your house and then all of a sudden now you feel like you're about to be robbed all because of some video game gambling shit going wrong? You should have felt triggered by the way he was acting when he was piping up the argument between you and Lil Snoop because Lil Snoop was whooping that ass and you didn't think Lil Snoop knew how to play. And now y'all want to start gambling because he tearing that ass up. Me personally, I feel like fuck the video game, y'all. It was a lot more to just a video game argument. He was a young guy. Y'all motherfuckers probably wanted to be rappers and shit too, and y'all was using him to get clout and to be on the red carpets and everything the fuck else. And y'all was happy to have this young hot ass rapper from Jonesboro, Louisiana, fucking around with a Philly rapper in y'all home, whoever house it was. And it all started over. It was so-called start over some goddamn video game. Then the damn argument escalated because you got a dick eater piping it up and ready to see drama. And now all of a sudden, this young man is shot and killed. Motherfuckers running. Motherfuckers want to be showing up at the funeral, acting like that they don't know what happened and da. I feel like it's a lot more to this damn story, and it's a lot of motherfuckers who ain't telling the goddamn truth, and they trying to hide something. And it's just sad. It's really damn sad. I feel like that this whole story about this argument over a video game is just to cover up what's really going to fuck down. But we going to see.
Who proceeded to rob him, shot him in the hand, and he succumbed to his injuries.
And that's what he said.
He told me, he said, it's not the people with the money that's going to change. It's going to be the people without the money that's going to change.
And the
reason why that hurt is because that was so true.
Despite the police department's version of the events, Tony's story was consistent with what Denisha believed had happened that night. She had always suspected Lil E had assassinated her son, not Tony. Every time they had interacted after the incident, he had given her a different version of the story and had never seemed honest or forthcoming. Unfortunately, the police weren't diligent about interrogating Lil E. In the months following the incident, Denisha mentioned that on the morning of the homicide, police spent a total of 5 minutes interrogating him after tracking him down. By the time the funeral was over and Denisha came back to the police station, he was already a free man. In addition to Tony Holden's story, there was also a mountain of evidence pointing to Lil E.
Royal. Roy.
After the homicide, it was confirmed that he took off in the car Snoop had been driving, which is incredibly suspicious in and of itself. As if that weren't enough, police found Snoop's blood in the car after the incident. But despite the solid evidence, police never held.
That's another thing. Why is his blood in the car when they saying that he got shot in the house?
Lil E responsible for his involvement in the homicide.
And if nothing else, Edric left Snoop, his bro, his friend. He left him, jumped in the vehicle which Snoop was driving, and he left him.
But y'all saying that Edric left him, but then in the beginning of the video, the thing that's confusing me is in the beginning of the video, he said that Edric ain't know Lil Snoop up until that night. So how is Edric his friend? Who the hell is your friend? Because y'all confusing me. Because I swear in the beginning of the video, he said that Tony Holden was a friend, and Lil E or Edric did not know Lil Snoop up until the night of Lil Snoop's murder. And Lil E was the one piping the argument up when Lil Snoop and Tony was arguing about the video game.
So my question would be, where were the keys come from?
Sadly, this was not the only time the Winfield Police Department failed to deliver on its promise to serve and protect. About a month after the homicide, Denisha received an email that was sent from her son's email address. She immediately went to the police to see if they could track the IP address, or at least launch an investigation to learn who still had access to Snoop's email. But the police did nothing.
I also received an email from Snoop's email asking for new music 1 month after Snoop was killed. Since a close friend of Snoop's, do you have any unheard music? I then went to the police station, logged into their computer through Gmail, showed them the email we received, asked them to track the IP address so we can find out who has Snoop's phone. That was never done.
In 2015, 2 years after Snoop's passing, Denisha received a letter from the Winfield Police Department stating that the investigation would not be pursued any further and that her son's case was closed.
In 2015, I received a letter telling me that my son's case was closed. They didn't have enough decency to meet with me, give me a phone call. You sent me a letter. That was the most cowardice thing I've ever seen. Like, you don't have enough courage to call me or meet with me, to look me in my face and tell me, hey, we're just not going to do anything about your son being killed.
Tragically, that same year, a warrant was put out for Lil E's arrest in connection with the assassination of another young man. As of 2023, he has been on the run for 5 years. 2 years later, in 2017, Denisha Chester's suspicions were finally confirmed. Ballistic evidence confirmed that the bullets that had been found in Lil Snoop's body had come from Lil E's gun, not from Tony Holden's. Unfortunately, Snoop's case was no longer the Winfield Police Department's priority, and no further action was taken. To this day, it's still unknown what exactly happened on the night of June 20th, 2013. Despite his tragically short career, Lil Snoop's legacy continued to live on through his fans, his collaborators, his friends, and most importantly, his mother, who had continued campaigning for justice for over a decade.
One, Tony Holden did not kill Snoop. It was Edric Stewart.
In 2017, she produced a documentary called The Dream Chaser about her son's life. It was screened at the 2021 DocuFest Film Festival in Dallas. She also wrote a book about her son and has continued being an active voice on social media, constantly exposing the police's poor handling of the case and demanding justice for her son. Even though he had turned 18 just 7 days before his execution, Snoop had already collaborated with some of the biggest names in the industry, including Boosie Badass, Meek Mill, and DJ Khaled, and was on his way to superstardom in the rap world. He is remembered by his loyal fans and admiring collaborators as an extremely talented young rapper who sacrificed everything to chase his dream. Frequently compared to Tupac, Lil Snoop is remembered for his enormous talent and potential, which the world was sadly only able to witness and enjoy for a short while. To this day, rappers such as Boosie Badass, Trey the Truth, Yo Gotti, and Meek Mill continue to show their love for Snoop by checking up on his mother every single year. In time, hopefully the perpetrator will be held responsible for his actions and justice will be made in Darren Ross's name. Until then, rest in peace, Lil Snoop.
Wow, that is a giant Brussels sprout.
I just gotta fucking do a fucking front of her hair over tonight. She look a hot fucking mess.
All right, y'all. Now I'm about to play the video where what his father had to say. Like y'all heard that the father was in jail most of his life, released after Lil Snoop passed away. And then he went to the grave, and I guess he had a whole lot to say, bashing the mom, Meek Mill, and Jay-Z.
Chipotle chicken avocado melt, fave. All your favorites, always at Panera.
We discovered you were with more than just she and I.
Get ready for a new era.
I want to freeze my eggs. I got a DNA test.
Charlie Brown, man. We go see my son, Lil Snupe, man. Been holding this right here, man, since 2013, man. I was Joseph then, you dig? And here this 8 years in the pen, man. I had to hold that shit in, you heard? Everybody ate off that plate, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. Mama Snoop, Meek Mill, all type people in the street, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get a quarter out that shit, man. You heard me? That's 99% of my sauce, man. We finna go back and investigate that matter, and I'm gonna prove that. You hear me? Yeah, I'm approved from the trenches. Yeah, once again, man, we finna go back and investigate that sauce, man. That little Snoop all the way to Dream Chase. And you gonna see that Charlie Brown drip, every drip of the shit. Finna go see my son, Lil Snoop, right now, man. Never thought I'd go see this nigga grave, you heard me? I don't know what this supposed to be, you heard me? But you know, I do know this shit, you know what I'm saying, that Mama Snoop put together, you know what I'm saying, you know. Meek Mill did come down for the funeral, you know what I'm saying? So, he'll say he did that, you know, this some shit I don't even know what to expect, you know what I'm saying? 8 years after my son died, but hey man, we finna go see this shit, you know what I'm saying? See what the shit is, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Big Snoop, man, got the roses right now, man. On my way right now, man. I'm gonna release this shit. After I go see this nigga, man, I want y'all fans of Big Snoop to say he said that after I go see this nigga, I'm finna get blessed. I'm finna get a blessing. Finna bless me. So you know, you a fan of Lil Snoop, you riding Charlie Brown, you know what I'm saying? We finna go see what the out here, you know. We gonna go see, you know what I'm saying? You a fan of Lil Snupe? We finna go see what we see. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the goddamn grade look like right now. It's 8 years later. You know what I'm saying? You see that these niggas kept it real with this old nigga. You know what I'm saying? See, see this boy Lil Snupe. You hear me? See this boy, man. They going live. We in the trenches, nigga. You nigga riding around in Bentleys, nigga, we in the truck. Real rap, we in the truck.
Heavy Chevy though.
We ain't doing no trip. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You niggas wearing designer, nigga. Nigga ain't wearing designer, nigga. Nigga promote nigga.
One thing I want to say about the video is, first of all, you wasn't. I mean, from the story being told, you wasn't there in this boy life. You was in prison most of the time, so you are even lucky that anyone ever told you where this boy grave at. Because I know in most situations, the moms don't near tell the fathers that's not in the kid's life shit about their sons or daughters.
He was never there for him.
So now you get home. Thank God you get home out of prison, and you're over here doing this video. I guess for what? Publicity, clout, looking high as shit, dramatic as fuck. You going to go see the grave of your son for the first time, and you over here with the drama. Talk about some niggas niggas doing this and I got that. Nigga doing that and I got this. Nigga, you was in jail. So what the fuck you think that you get some brownie points and you coming home from jail seeing your son grave for the first time, nigga? You should have seen him when the fuck he is alive. But now you over here tossing you Big Snoop, and if you're a fan of Lil Snoop, then you should then they should support you. Who the fuck are you? His name was Adarian Lakeith Ross. Your name is Charlie Brown. Fucking Peanut.
Who's out the hood? Yeah, support this. You hear me? Go online and support that. That's the homie bone. Yeah, nigga.
They're not just that. They talk about some Lil Snoop was on some Tupac shit. Why does nigga look like a cracked out Tupac with this fucking blue bandana on his head? That's error number one. Then you got this dingy ass t-shirt on. You belong on a fucking wire going to this boy grave, and then want to get mad because you probably was expecting some popular shit like how Eazy-E and Nate Dogg and them got their grades with a whole bunch of pictures and shit like that. And all you see is a headstone that says a loving memory of Adarian Ross. How about you pay for it?
Yeah, free bone. He in the
You the
feds, nigga.
father.
Them real niggas, you hear me? Them kingpins. Niggas say y'all had bricks. Yeah, that's my home about bone. This clothing line right here, you hear me? Nigga talking about y'all had bricks, yeah.
Look at them flowers. That shit look dead. Where did he get those flowers from? And you about to put down this boy grave? You solid rolled ass flowers.
Look that nigga up, yeah. Fake ass rap, nigga. You go see this nigga Lil Snoop. You hear me? I got my flowers. You hear me? I got
You at a grave site talking about nigga go see this nigga Lil
Snoop. Like I say, going to see this nigga. I don't
disrespectful as the fuck.
Man, 8 years, I'm rolling with Lil Snoop fan. If you a Lil Snoop fan, roll with Big Snoop. You heard me? I'm rolling with y'all.
Nah,
You
roll
heard me?
your
I'm
ass
here to
over in that
turn up
grave
with Lil
site.
Snoop. You heard me? My drip ain't Mama Snoop. Mama Snoop a rat. You heard me? Mama Snoop ratted on me my whole joke. I'm gonna get niggas in the can to stamp that. Did you hear me? I'm gonna get niggas in prison.
What if I told you that instead of setting up a green screen, you can just click a button into script and get
In the stamp that. You heard me? The bitch ratted on me my whole jokes. I had cell phones.
Look, he's at a grave site, about to go see his son, and you over here calling his mom bitches, talk some shit, rat on you and shit like that. What kind of man are you to go to your son's grave already with the drama, with the solid rolled ass flowers, call her bitches and talk some shit, rat? That just shows you ain't got no remorse for nothing the hell you do. Why are you even there? You should have kept your ass in jail.
You know, big dog shit. I had cell phones, my jokes. You hear me? Y'all wonder why y'all ain't heard Big Snoop. Y'all have been heard Big Snoop. You hear me? I'd have been down to lace y'all ass up. You hear me? You rap niggas can't fuck with me. You rap niggas can't fuck with my drip. Mama Snoop kept ratting though. I'm gonna get niggas from the can to let you know who Mama Snoop is. They gonna tell you that bitch told on Charlie Brown his old motherfucking joke. Where you at? What? See my fucking son. Come on. See where this nigga Snoop at.
If you was a real
Shit, I
fire,
know
you
you
would have
want
knew
to
where he
see
was at. You
shit.
wouldn't go to the gravesite
This
looking off if
motherfucking
he was talking a whole
headstone or
bunch
some
of
shit.
shit.
Let's see. There you go, right there. Shit. This can't be no motherfucking Lil Snoop. Lil Snoop motherfucking king, man. King Bun, them see you, man. Somebody got a motherfucking camera or something, man. They need another fucking phone. We need to see what motherfucking, Nipsey.
Then he mentioned King Von. First of all, at King Von gravesite, he ain't really got nothing. It just says his real name and it's a little picture of him. Nipsey Hussle, they didn't even do a hit song for him. So you naming motherfuckers that's pretty much on this, in the same category as Lil Snoop.
Hustle shit look like, man. We need to see what motherfucking King Von shit look like, man. You heard me? This nigga ain't got no motherfucking headstone on this shit.
You got a vault though.
Slab, but goddamn.
He has a proper headstone. You lucky that she even did that because most people keep their shit fucking private because they ain't no telling what the hell is going on with his murder. And a lot of people is going to grave sites, vandalizing the grave sites of these rappers. Look at what happened to Pop Smoke. His parents had to move the grave site because people went there vandalizing it.
You never think I come see my motherfucking son got no motherfucking headstone, man. Motherfucking boy had a monument up to this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be a monument up to this nigga shit. Man, what the fuck went on, man? Did Meek Mill see him get put in the ground? Was Meek Mill around here to see him get put in the ground?
I know.
Oh, he went around here to see him get put in the ground, but he came and seen him in the casket.
They came over here afterwards.
But he ain't seen him get put in the ground?
I don't think so.
What the fuck you mean you don't think so, man? Did he see
I
him
didn't see Meek out here, nigga. That's what the
okay,
fuck I mean.
Okay. Damn, Meek, man. Got unfinished business, man. You supposed to see nigga get put in the fucking ground, man. I don't know what the fuck going on. Why nigga ain't got no motherfucking headstone, man. I'm finna put a monument on this nigga shit, man. I'm finna put some shit up on this shit, man. You heard me? I know boosting them, man. Hold up, man. This shit don't supposed to be like this, man. Hey, man, I don't know what the fuck going on, but the only thing I do know, this is what I do know. You see what I'm saying? I know my motherfucking son Roll, motherfucking Dream Chaser, and I seen motherfucking Meek with goddamn Lil Snoop on the goddamn chain in 2020. You heard me? So with that being said, he was affiliated with goddamn Rock Nation. Hey, and Jay-Z, I see you fucking goddamn your kids to the fullest, man. I see you love Blue Ivy now, man. I love Lil Snoop. You heard me? Don't get it twisted. See, a lot of people won't get the situation twisted thing. Just because he was in prison, he don't like him or he didn't love him. Hey, man, you got dudes in prison, that man, that kid love them too. You see what I'm saying? I'm finna give y'all dudes the real sauce, man. Lil Snoop can't see me in prison. This whole Jose cried going from prison. His whole Jose. I'm gonna repeat that. My mama first grandson. My mama brought Lil Snoop to prison to see me every 2 weeks, man. I gave him the inauguration. I'm Obama, man, from the street muscle gang, man. Came to see me every 2 weeks, man. I gave him the motherfucking game, man. Y'all let Mama Snoop fool y'all, man. That's a motherfucking myth. It's a rat, man. Come investigate this shit in town, man. Come get this real sauce, man. You heard my fucking son ain't got no motherfucking headstone on his shit, man. I'm gonna put a motherfucking monument on this nigga shit. You heard me? You a motherfucking rapper, man. You a motherfucking rapper and you real, man. Ain't been no rappers down here that was fucking with Lil Snoop. I'm talking about them niggas in the rap game, the major ass nigga, man. I done did twin flat. I don't know what the fuck been going on around this bitch. Ain't no major nigga in them rap games that can't fucking Snoop.
You sitting over here cursing, call his mom bitches, sluts, and hoes, threw the flowers on the gravesite. Your friend had to be kind enough to put him on the gravesite respectfully. Lord have mercy.
Man, come on, man. I seen pictures with Snoop on them motherfucker, all type of rappers, man. And I know them niggas supposed to be. It's supposed to be some goddamn real rappers out there, man. Come on, man. Y'all dudes don't do that, man. Y'all dudes say y'all solid, man. Y'all dudes know y'all solid, man. Snoop wouldn't have did y'all like that, bro. Snoop wouldn't have seen y'all niggas in no motherfucking grave and then just, then go back and see you, man. Come on, son. I don't know what that drip was, you heard me? But that sauce is leading down through Mama Snoop sauce, man. Hey, man, don't affiliate me with that rap, man. Get that big Snoop, man. Fuck with me, man. Muscle gang, man. Put a monument on my son's shit, man. Hey, man, you fuck my motherfucking son, man. Get at me, man. Real shit. And get what? I don't need none of you nigga put the monument on that bitch. I say fuck with me on the screen. If you fuck with me, nigga, come to Jonesburg, nigga. Come to the country, nigga. You been all around the motherfucking world, nigga. You been all around the motherfucking nation, nigga. Come represent a real nigga. I ain't got shit. Come represent the struggle, nigga. Come represent me putting this monument on this bitch. Watch your motherfucking line for me putting a monument on my motherfucking son and shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas got going on, man. I'm out this bitch, man. Muscle game, man. Putting a monument on my son.
This is your first time seeing your son. You ain't never taken time to talk to him, pray, anything. The whole time you here for a short period of time, this is your first time ever seeing this boy grave, and all you saying is shit no one care about. And it took your friend to bend down and put the flowers on his grave properly.
Shit, man. Fuck wrong with these bitch ass niggas, man. Yeah, what, my nigga? And guess what, my nigga? I ain't got no problem with none of you niggas. I ain't here to beef with none of you niggas. God body. Yeah, God body. Muscle gang. God finna give me the blessing. You see what I'm saying? All that's in one.
Alright, here's another video of him. Hopefully he's better in this video.
All right, man. So welcome back to the Hot Boy Jesse Show, man. We got another guest, man. I'm gonna let him explain who he is and where he's from and all that.
Charlie Brown, bro. If you familiar with Lil Snupe, you done heard my name. You heard me? I'm Lil Snupe Pops, Charlie Brown. You heard me? I'm the one he always rapped about. You heard me? At the same time, during the time he was rapping about me, I was going on jokes for them drugs. You heard me? Down here in Louisiana, I did 20 flat. From 2001 all the way to 2021. I joked in that can, you know what I'm saying? Muscle game, here I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? Here to do an interview with Hot Boy, man.
Look, I've been dancing with the devil, I ain't living right. She asked for coke, I gave her dope, now I got a customer for life. Yeah.
So tell her how it was growing up out here in Jonesboro, and how did it make you become who you were?
Hey man, just being honest about the shit. Down here in Jonesboro, you heard me? See, it's a land right here. Number of drug dealers come from this bitch, you heard me? That's all get busted in this motherfucker, you heard me? Very few robbers, very few killers. Hey man, drugs. So, that was the tree I fell up under, you heard me? The drug dealing tree, you know what I'm saying? That's what ended up, catching up with me. That's why I chose you, dude.
Yeah, man. So, as a youngin', man, I want to say, like, when did you jump off the porch? You said it wasn't too many killers and all that, robbers and drug dealers. When did you started, being in the streets and stuff like that?
Really? My family come from the game, so as a kid, I was just born in the shit. You heard me? Never even had a chance to, try to even do right. Just born in the game, bro. Been out here, been in this shit.
So you say you did 20 flat. So when did you have Lil Snupe, man? How old he was, and can you talk about that?
I had Lil Snupe. He was 5 when I went in. You heard me? I had him in 95 and shit. You did. So at the same time, you did. When I left the streets, he was 5. You did.
Yeah, man. My pops, did a couple of jokes and stuff like that, so I know how that is. So let's talk about your jokes, man. Your 20 flat. Was that your first jokes, or was that your only jokes?
No. Matter of fact, man, I've been to prison 3 times. That was my 3rd jokes. I was going on my 3rd one. You heard me? But the first 2 I did, like a year, then a year. So boom, 3rd time, 20 flat.
So that 3rd time they hit you with like a habitual or something like that?
Habitual offender.
Habitual offender, man. All right, so let's take it back to like, you going to trial, or you're going through the court process of your of this 3rd felony. What's going through your mind, man? Like is you thinking about the habitual and all that?
Well, at the time you did, they talking about giving me 10. You dig? I'm finna get ready to cop out to a plea for 10. You dig? So in the midst of me finna get ready to cop out to 10, hey man, I don't know what made them take the deal off the table. They took the deal off the table. So in the midst of them taking the deal off the table, they wanted to give me 20 or go to trial and do life. You heard me? So, hey, we picked the jury, you dig? I wasn't going to even take the 20. So we picked the jury, you heard me? And my mom told me, hey, man, at recess after picking the jury, man, just cop out, take the 20. I promise I'm going to get you home, you heard me? Hey, you looking at a dude, man, probably one of the only top 5 people in the state of Louisiana, gave the habitual bill back twice, bro. gave the habitual offender bill back twice, but didn't get out, bro. You heard me? So mom kept her word, man.
So let's.
Sorry to pause the video, but I just wanted to take the time to give a recipe shout to to Nipsey Hussle and Selena. Today marks the day both of them were killed, March 31st. So big rest in peace shout to both Selena Quintanilla Perez and Nipsey Hussle.
Let's talk about that. How did you give it back but still didn't get out?
Well, you know, at the same time, you did, by the grace of God, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm living proof for everyone that's josing, for everyone that copped out, for everyone that did something, for everyone that, you know, got in trouble, man. I had got down to the point where I was going to have to take the plea, you heard me? So at the end of the day, what happened was I took the plea. Like I took the plea 1 month, and the next month I'm gonna go on and make it official. So I took it this month. Next month I kind of like disrupt the court, so they're gonna throw it out for a little. You heard me? So I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Come back, I hire a lawyer out there. I end up getting the 20, and then the paperwork say I never took nothing. So it's a man in the sky. You see what I'm saying? Because my paperwork say I ain't took nothing. I'm telling you, I took something, but my paperwork say I ain't took nothing. So that's how I end up getting it back.
All right. So how much drugs was you caught with? Was it a lot? Was it a little? Or you know, can you explain that?
Well, you know, I ended up getting caught with some pounds, some ounces of salt. You dig, and that's how the ball went. You heard me? I was a 4-time felon, so I fell on the habitual bill.
Okay. So once you cop out to that 20, is you still in Jackson Parish at this time, or?
Well, I ended up getting caught in Lincoln, Nebraska. You heard me? I was up there trapping, so I had to come to Louisiana. Ended up coming to Louisiana, so I ended up getting shit away from the parish fast, man. Went to Claiborne, in the midst of me going to Claiborne, I just never stopped on my 20, man. I went everywhere, all over the state of Louisiana.
Well, how old was you when you caught this time, man? I want to put it in perspective. How old was you?
25.
25. So you 25 and you copped out the 20, or you took the plea of 20, right?
Yes.
So how does that make a 25-year-old feel? Like, dang, I ain't getting out till I'm about 45, man.
Hey, man, it's a raw game that you play, and you play it knowing, man, I might get caught at this shit. I'm gonna have to lay down. You heard me? And that was the deal. It got dealt to me, and hey, man, I just knew I had to lay it down, bro. And I laid it down. By the grace of God, I made it out.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about, you know, your doses. You getting shipped around. What's some of like the most violent things you've seen up in doing your whole 20? Because I'm pretty sure you've seen a whole bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, man, a lot of shit, man. You know, motherfucker getting jugged in the eye, motherfucking knife fights, motherfucker getting jugged up, niggas getting hit in the head in the field with hoes, all type of shit, man.
Yeah. What prison did you went to? That like, did you ever see Angola or anything like that?
Just about everywhere except there, you know. Allen, DCI, Hunts, Winfield, you know what I'm saying? You know, Tallulah, Tensaw, you know, all the hype spots. Yeah, but just my mama prayed that I wouldn't go to Angola. I ain't go to Angola, man.
Yeah. So out of going through everywhere through all these dangerous prisons and stuff, what do you think was the most dangerous camp that you've been through? And you were like, damn, I'm really in this bitch.
Man, you know, probably got to be a tie, man, between Tensaw and Tallulah. Yeah, them gangster spots, man. Yeah, Winfield. It get dangerous, man.
What made them spots so dangerous, man, compared to everywhere else?
Well, you know, the thing is, you dig, they got spots like that are for criminals in Louisiana. They're supposed to be your worstest criminals. You heard me? So you put all them together, and you're gonna get some G shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Want to make money with a YouTube channel, man, go over to hotboyjesse.com, get the course, read over the course. I tell you everything that you need to know for YouTube. Then once you get the course, I'm gonna show you how to make a video, how to edit. I'm gonna show you.
Now, what's the difference between a satellite count and a real DOC count?
Satellite camp, man. You know, you just chilling, watching TV, go in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Laying low. You know, mostly in the dorm all the time. When you in DOC, you know, you going in the field. You got to go to work call. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in the bed at 10:30. You in satellite, you might stay up all night. You know what I'm saying?
Cosmetology students learn boxing.
Man, did you have any altercations in there? Can you like tell us a wild story about you having an altercation with anybody?
Oh yeah, all type of G shit, man. I'm talking about like man, just constant G shit. You heard me? But like some of the most wildest shit that I probably could tell you, man, that I was involved in, man, was hey, one time, bro, we was joking and shit, and everything was going straight, and I had a knife. You see what I'm saying? That bitch was long, man. You know what I'm saying? And me and my homeboy had got into it. Me and him real tight. You heard me? And it's like 50, 60 people on the dorm. You heard me? We in 10 sauce, so me and him get into it. So as we get into it, I break the knife out. You know, like, nigga, fuck you. So Dawn quiet, because it's Dawn like, oh shit, these two motherfuckers in. So in the midst of me breaking the knife out, my homeboy said, nigga, fuck it, nigga, let's fight. I don't give a fuck. So I said, well, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, let's fight. So I break out with the knife and put the knife down. I tell my partner, fuck it, nigga, let's fight. In the midst of me telling him that, he grabbed the knife. Huh? What's up now, bitch? You heard me? So hey, I'm looking like, man, what the fuck? You heard me? This nigga finna jig me up, which he will. You heard me? Cause he like that. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, it took a minute for me to get out that situation. You heard me?
Yeah. So you get jugged up in that situation, or
no? I ain't get jugged up in that situation, but I did get jugged up before. You heard me?
Okay. So can we talk about that? What led up to it, and just tell us what happened on that.
Oh, man, I was Joseph, man, and had an old school cat. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't bullshit. He really ain't play. And somewhere or another, me and him ended up getting into it. You heard me? And I came back, and I went in another room, and I came back. And when I came back, he just started jigging. You know what I'm saying? You know, hit me up a couple times. He did.
So where all did you get hit at? And was it serious?
Yeah, in the back. You know, it bleed, but you know, it's gonna heal up.
So you took a trip to the hospital or anything like that?
Nah.
Keep it all in.
Yeah, most times in jail, man. You know, in the rough dorm, people gonna get jugged 15, 20 times. Just stay in the dorm, heal up, bro.
Yeah. So you said you got jugged up. You ain't gotta answer this question if you don't want to, but have you ever find yourself jugging up somebody else and things like that?
Hey, man, you know, Joseph, been a lot of G shit that went down. You hear me? Yeah, you know, name stamped in the system in Louisiana. You heard me? I'm talking about, and hey, man, they'll let you know in the system. Charlie Brown did a lot of gangster shit, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's switch it up to hustles, man. You know, everybody gotta make money. You know, you say you was a drug dealer. I'm pretty sure all that going on. What type of hustles did you have while you was in prison?
Oh, the hustle don't stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about me, dude. You got a lot of dudes that go to jail, and then you got some dudes that go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole 20 flat Joseph, bro. You heard me? Hey, I'm stamped, bro. Getting that sack in, bro. Yeah, getting that pack in, bro.
All right. So let's talk about the K2, the Mojo. Let's talk about that, man. What's some of the wildest things you've seen? I always ask all my guests about this. What's some of the wildest things you've seen people do on that Mojo?
Shit, man, some niggas do shit on that Mo, bro. Hey, man, one of the most wildest moments that I think I seen. I seen a dude one time, bro. He lay around there and he had got on the mojo, and in the midst of him getting on the mo, he got too fucked up, and he knocked out his whole grill. You dig? I'm talking about he knocked out his eyes, all this shit, about 6 motherfucking teeth. You hear me? And when he woke up, he was like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. They're like walking zombies, man. What's some like dirty things that guards did? Or you seen guards sitting hits, or you just seen them do some fucked up shit?
Oh yeah, all type of shit dealing with the free people. You heard me? Hey, I had an incident, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you say all that sex. So Freeman used to always try to bust me. He used to always try to bust me, but he couldn't never bust me. You heard me? I was too slick for that boy. So one time, bro, that boy laid around there. He had passed me. He told me to go in the room. He was gonna search me. So I went in the room. He searched me. I beat him. You heard me? So in the midst of me beating him, you heard me? He got to wrestling with me and shit. So once the people came, he told him I had drugs and shit. So he took me up front, but he ain't find shit. So after he get up front, he told him I had some drugs. That boy went in the front and got some dope and come back and said it was mine. You know what I'm saying? He planted that shit on nigga. You know, they get dirty in jail.
Yeah. So what you having at 20 flat, you ain't worried about losing no good time or nothing like that. So like, was you wild and annoying because you didn't have to lose no good time?
Yeah. I'm wild. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'm the one gonna ask the free woman to bring the dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask the free woman to bring the cell phone. Okay, I'm flat. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about the female few people, man. How hard is it to pull one, man? To have one, you know, on your side, on your team, bro?
Oh yeah, man. You know, gotta be a motherfucker. You heard me? But it might be my son, Lil Snupe. You heard me? They got me a stamp. You heard me? But I was stamped with the free woman.
Yeah. Stamp with the free one. All right. What happened to rats? Like somebody that was on the street snitching, and you know they come in jail, and somebody find out. What happened to them type of people?
Oh yeah,
in Louisiana.
Yeah. You getting out the door. You gotta go. You hear me? If a nigga know you're a rat coming through the door, you ain't coming in. And if a nigga find out you're a rat while you in there, he gonna fuck you up and you getting up out that bitch.
Yeah. How many times have you seen that happen though?
Oh man, 1,000,000 times, man. You heard me? I've been in dorms when niggas make niggas break their paperwork out. Niggas gonna see who you are.
Yeah.
If you a rat or you a motherfucking, you finna get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the sex offenders, man. How do they get treated? You know,
Well, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, they hide that shit, you dig? But once a motherfucker find out, yeah, motherfuckers start starving them motherfuckers, you heard me? Yeah, making them bitches pay draft and shit.
Yeah. All right. Have anybody ever escaped while you was doing that 20 flat?
Oh yeah.
And how did they escape and stuff like that? Just tell us.
Seen a lot of escapes, man, you know. Niggas in the kitchen, niggas going to work call, you know what I'm saying? Niggas on work release, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people got different ways that they escape, but yeah, it's always gonna be motherfuckers that's gonna escape. Yeah.
Did you ever think about, you know, running out or ever had the opportunity to?
Well, yeah. I was locked up. I was up under the habitual bill for escape.
Oh damn. So can we talk about that? Your escape?
You know, the bitches goddamn locked me up. Shit, I took out running. I'm like, fuck this shit. I ain't going. You see?
Yeah.
That's how that went.
All right, man. What's some do's and don'ts in the Louisiana prison system? Because you know every prison system different, and you know this was the channel mostly about what's some do's and don'ts that you know that's mandatory in prison, man.
Oh, in Louisiana, man. Say, bro, one thing that you don't do, bro, you hear me, is don't get in debt, bro. You hear me? Yeah. Don't get your ass in debt, bro. You hear me? Because once you get in debt, it's really like, man, you old around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Another thing you don't do, bro, you hear me? You don't really get in niggas' fucking business. You let niggas just do them, you hear me? Let niggas mind their fucking business. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, bro, you know, one thing about down here in Louisiana, when you Joseph, you dealing with some of the worst criminals in the world, bro. So, hey, man, it's gonna get real gangster, bro. Nigga gonna try you, in other words.
What's some ways you seen other people might have been, coming and acting all hard, then people see through that and they get put out the dorm, like stuff like that. People that be faking. What you say about them type of people?
Oh yeah, you always have them that come, motherfucker don't know who they is. They got some money, they hiding behind their money or whatever, but their money run out, and then motherfucker gonna see who they is. You heard me? And like I say, if nigga since 1 cent, 1% of motherfucker fake shit, you gotta get up out of here. Especially like Joseph Tallulah, shit like that. Niggas got phones, got drugs. They ain't trying to have no weak nigga on the line, bro.
Yeah, man. So during them 20 years, man, what kept you going? Because you had an out date, but like, what kept you going, man? Because that's a lot of time for anybody to know they got.
Hey man, really, man. My whole 20, I'm smoking weed. You hear me? Smoking weed, smoking. Just smoking my jokes away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I stay smoking all motherfucking day.
Good. All right. So tell us the importance of family support in prison, man.
Family is a motherfucker, you heard me? Thank God, man. My mom, she sent me money every 2 weeks, sometimes every week. My sister, she sent me money. I had a couple other people like my partner P Dog and others. They kept it real. I was blessed on that end, you heard me? I kept something. But man, hey, commissary is necessary.
Now, imagine if you didn't have nobody sending you nothing, stuff like that. How much harder would they have made that 20 years?
Oh man, it made it rough, man. Because somewhere along the 20, I had stopped getting money and it got hard. So, you just going that distance, yeah, man, it's been rough, bro.
Now, earlier we talked about being in debt. You ever found yourself in a big debt that you couldn't pay back?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Just being dead all the time, bro. You heard me spend my time Joseph, and a lot of time Joseph was being in debt, bro. Gambling, betting on games, shooting dice, getting weed, all type of shit. Yeah, stayed in debt, bro.
Okay, so have it ever backfired on you for being in debt, like a debt that you couldn't pay? That ever backfired on you, like?
Yeah, fucking right, man. You heard me. A lot of times, man, that shit backfire, man. It's gonna end up being some G shit. You heard me. A lot of times nigga get your shit and I ain't gonna pay you. You heard me, man. Fuck you. I ain't paying you nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it just turn out bad. You heard me.
Let's talk about preying on the weak, man, because sometimes that's people. That's what they do. That's how they get their money and all that. What's some situations you seen was like somebody got preyed on because they were weak?
Oh man, that's all the time, bro. Motherfuckers come to jail. They weak. They first time coming to jail. They got some money. They people send them money. Nigga put him under their wing. This my little son. Don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And eat off of him, live off of him. Some nigga got 30, 40 years, don't even get no money. So they gonna prey on him.
All right, so let's talk about the racist white people or the guys that's racist, man, like white guys. It's very few white guys, but I'm pretty sure you done came across some guys that were like racist, like AB guys. But I'm pretty sure you done came across some guys that were like racist, like ABs or something like that. Anything like that?
Yeah, across a couple of racist dudes and shit along the joke. But like I say, most times you dig, you racist, some shit like that. And once a motherfucker find out, you're gonna have to move around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like other states where like the races, different from, they run shit over other states. It ain't like that over
Not
there.
in Louisiana.
Yeah. I guess every other prison channel, man, they got the white boys, the AD and shit like that. But we ain't got it ain't like that over there. Okay. Let me see. What kind of like did you go to school or anything up in there? Did you did you make something good of your time in there?
Really, man, by me having simple escape, I did everything flat. The whole 20, man. Didn't get no credit, didn't get nothing. You heard me? Had did hard labor, you heard me? 20 years flat.
At all. during that 20 years, did you ever find yourself in there like comfortable? Because 20 years, you're like, man, I'm pretty sure that time didn't pass by too fast. Like, so was you in there like, damn, this really home and shit like
Yeah, a
that?
lot of times, certain camps, nigga getting that pack, nigga getting that sack in, nigga comfortable, nigga just living, nigga know nigga got a long time, nigga got some more years, so you just content with the shit, cause hey man, I'm in this bitch.
Okay, so let's talk about that first 10. Once you hit that first 10-year mark and you had 10 more to do, how did that make you feel? Like, damn,
Yeah,
how did that make you
man.
feel?
At first 10, man, knock that bitch down, bro. You heard me? Knowing God had some blessing for me, knowing it wasn't meant to be, you heard me? And hey man, knock that first 10 down, bro. And at the same time, bro, and you heard me, never will forget, bro. It was a blessing to knock that 10 down.
Yeah. All right. So what kind of advice would you have for the young guys around here, from your city and stuff, to keep them out of prison? What type of advice would you have for them?
Hey man, for youngsters, man, if you're a youngster, man, you're a teenager, bro. You heard me. My advice would be, bro, get your education, bro. Go to school, do what's right. Try to stay out that lane of getting in trouble, bro. Because once you get in trouble, it's a whole nother lane. You see what I'm saying? Even as a juvenile to an adult, you heard me. Once you get into this trouble, bro, it's gonna be hard to get out. You see what I'm saying? And we already struggling as a people anywhere down here in Louisiana. We really ain't got nothing. The people really ain't got too much of nothing. So, you got to thank for your people and thank for you. And just try to stay out of trouble and do what's right. You hear me? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be one thing on your mind. Man, I should have did what was right, bro. So before you go through that, man, just do what's right, bro. Try to, come up, man. Take care of your people, bro.
Just try, leave, man.
Yep.
Just try. All right, man. So your son is Lil Snupe, famous Lil Snupe. I think like a month ago I was in traffic and I heard somebody playing this song in Waiting Seattle, man. So he's still getting played. People still love Lil Snupe. So at what point of your jokes was he first started blowing up?
Well, he took off, and I had been down 12 years.
Yeah.
He had been down 12 years. He took off.
Yeah. So when you first, like, how did you hear about your son taking off and stuff like that? Because you locked up. How did you hear about it? Did you hear family or the TV? What? Like,
Well, really, as my mama first grandson, she bring him to see me every 2 weeks, and as he coming to see me, kind of like Pablo Escobar kids coming to see him. You hear me? He always come see me, man. I'm his idol, and I rap, and I started rapping. I taught him how to rap. So as I was Joseph, I always inspired him, gave him game how to get on, and that was a piece of the puzzle that people don't know. I gave him the game that led him to Meek Mill. He never even knew who Meek Mill was. But I used to always get magazines and shit, and I had seen that Meek Mill was hot, so I had told him about Meek Mill, and in the end, bro, he ended up chasing his dream.
yeah, man. So once he with Meek Mill, is the people in the jail realizing who he is at this time, and how is that giving you an advantage in prison, man?
Oh yeah. Once he took off, man, major advantage, bro. Free women doing shit, free man do something. I can get this in, I can get that in. Yeah, he gave me a major advantage. Yeah.
So as he doing this thing, is he still coming to see you around that time that he blowing up, or no? Or he too busy?
When he get on, I see him one time.
Yeah. And can you talk about that time that you seen him and how happy he was or something like that?
Hey man, I had seen him, and he never want to leave. Anytime Snoop gotta go, he gonna start crying. He don't never want to leave visit. But at this particular visit, he's telling me he cannot rap me, so I'm trying to get him to rap, but he don't want to rap. You heard me? He don't want me to hear it. But he telling me he cannot rap me, and hey man, it was just a good visit. At the end of the visit, he ain't want to leave, man.
All right. So I want to talk about the day you got that call, man, or the day you found out, of his passing. Can you take us through that day?
Well, really, me and him had been talking, and I had been encouraging him to go on move, move to Miami or wherever, and mess with Rick Ross, or go on to Philly, mess with Meek Mill, and them, but get out of Louisiana. And he wouldn't leave, bro. And when he wouldn't leave, kind of like I knew he would, you know, get killed or something because the hate that go on within this city. So he wouldn't leave, bro. And I constantly encouraged him. And when I got word that he was dead, it's kind of like man, like something like I was like I knew. You hear me? Like I knew it would happen.
Yeah, man. So, could you say that was your worst day of prison? That day you found out that?
Yeah. That was my worst day because I actually took 20 years, and when I took 20 years, I never even thought of him passing. I ain't dead. All my jokes, I never thought of Lil Snupe getting killed.
Yeah, man. And I know they got to be tough to lose a child. Then when you're in prison, that's a whole nother thing. Did that turn you violent in prison? But you know, some people, you know, get news stuff like that, and you know, they start doing shit out of, you know, did that make you?
No, man, just really, man, kept the jokes going. You heard me? Stay focused. Made me get more hungrier with the music. You heard me?
Yeah.
Start writing more. Start, you know, putting more into the music.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to say, rest in peace, Lil Snupe, man. He's a legend out here. You know, like I said, I was just in Seattle and heard by playing him at the red light, so still getting played, man. You know, he a legend. So, you know, and it's an honor to talking to you too, man. You behind that because it's your son, you know. So rest in peace, Lil Snupe, bro. When Lil Snupe passed, how much longer did you have to do in prison?
When he died, I had 8 more years. Yeah, 8 more years.
Man. Okay. So how hard was all 8 years harder than the first 12?
Yeah. They was harder, man, because with Snoop living, you heard me, it was a different situation. You know, I got showed way more love, but after he died, you know, it just kind of like faded away. You heard me?
All right. So let's talk about your last, you know, few months, man. You know, you down 19 years. You got a couple more months left. What's going through your head? What's your plans and stuff like that?
Oh man, ended up getting all the way to the end, bro. Knew I was coming to mess with music from the dope because I'm here to represent for Lil Snoop, keep his legacy going. And like I say, man, you know, just getting out, I knew I was just gonna mess with music, mess with the entertainment world.
Yeah. So what was it like on your first day out, man? 20 years done passed. You fresh out. As soon as you walk out the gates, what prison did you get released from?
I got released from Farmerville.
Okay.
Sister and them came, got me, you heard me. Man, it just felt like a dream, bro, you know. Finally be free on the 20 flat jokes, you heard me. Got out, man, and you know, everyone showing everybody love, you know, showing me love. So it was a good thing, man.
Yeah. So how much did Jonesboro or the whole thing, everything that you knew changed? Like what did you see change? Like, damn, 20 years gone.
Mainly, man, if I had to just say the main change was the niggas. You heard me? You know, I left from an era where niggas was more grounded, more solid, keep it real. You know, they gonna ride for you. And I came back to a land where everything was more so cutthroat.
Yeah, man. You know, did anyone try to influence you to go back to the street after you got out, or was everybody hyping you up for the music? How was that type of love?
Well, at first, you know, got out, you know what I'm saying, was getting support with the music, but you know, before I could really like take off, instead of everyone getting behind me, you know, they wanted to take off with me. So that's what messed up the flow. You heard me? You know, anytime you're in this music industry, you need people to back you. So instead of backing me, you know, they wanted to challenge me.
Yeah. So basically, they were hating on you, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Now, did any of his little Snoop friends try to hate on you, or people that he was rapping with that was hyping him? Was they trying to do that to you?
Well, really, you know, I mean, it's like it's always subliminal shit, you know. They don't just say it straight out, but you know, you can see like, hey man, it ain't no love getting shown. You heard me? So you know, I just hold the Snoop muscle on my own and just keep it going. You dig?
Because I remember when you got out, man. I remember seeing videos or songs and stuff like that. Do you think that they was hating on you because they wasn't getting as much exposure as you was after for doing this so short of a period of time?
Well, oh yeah. All that's gonna go in the pot because at the end of the day, you did for the way that I had came, how fast I had came, I had went viral, man, on 10 different sites, man, within like 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.
I got 10 million views. So you would think that people would back me, but instead of backing me, you know, all of them just tried to challenge the situation.
Did you have anybody try to get in your pockets, steal from you from that, you know, going viral or or doing your songs and music? Did anybody try to, steal from you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I lost a lot, man. Got pages hacked. All the times I went viral, never got nothing from that. You dig? And the whole little experience, you dig, was a bad experience, but I learned from it. So about to come back again with a new album, a new wave, and do it again, bro.
Yeah, man. A winner never quit, man. So, tell us where can we find your music or when your new album dropping and stuff like that.
Okay, well, right now, man, got a channel, man. Charlie Brown, you can press in Neighborhood Hero, and it'll pop up. But I'm finna get a new channel, man. I got a new wave and a new movie coming called This Is Charlie Brown. You heard me? And the album gonna be called The Charlie Brown Story. You heard me? Putting together a book, trying to do a mini movie. Got an album coming, man. The Charlie Brown Story, man. And hey, bro, I'm about to bring it, bro. Got unheard Lil Snupe for all Lil Snupe fans. I got a unheard rap cipher for Lil Snupe. I'm about to get ready to drop that after I drop what I got going. So basically, I'm gonna drop my album, then I'm gonna drop an unseen Lil Snupe rap cipher.
Oh yeah, man. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be fire, bro. Was there anything else that you wanted to add to this interview that you wanted to say, or anything else?
Hey man, as I close, bro, most of all, I want to thank Hot Boy Jesse, man, for swinging wide, keeping it through. You heard me. I want to show much love to Block Boy Entertainment, Grade A Media, man, No Ceilings, Paradise Promotions. You heard me, and all the ones that keep it real, all the ones that support me, all the ones that ride, bro. You heard me. It's not over for Charlie Brown, bro. You dig? What's up to Mac Shun? You dig? What's up to Bean? You dig? All the real ones that held it down, all the real ones that support me. I want to let you know, got some stuff coming y'all way. Just continue to support Muscle Gang, bro, because I'm about to bring it, bro. Thank you, and I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Just like that, man. Hey, I appreciate you for taking your time out to do this interview. It was a good one. I appreciate you, man. We in the hood. Hey, man. Congratulations on everything you're doing, man.